I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Councilmember Matt Watkins is absent. Councilmember Bill Earl.
Here.
Mayor Bill Reinhardt.
Present.
Vice Mayor Rick Johannes.
Present.
And Councilmember Larry Collins.
Here. Okay, public comments.
Should we excuse?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'll make a motion to excuse me.
I'll second. Okay, public comments.
All those in favor?
Oh, yeah, all those in favor, sorry.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, now, public comments.
I can start. Just an update from the county. We are moving along in a probate courtroom. Supposed to be done, furniture installed by, I think, the week after Labor Day. We're shooting for the end of August to be complete. I think it's gonna be the week after to finish the furniture installation, and then their construction company, destruction company is ready to start in tear apart circuit court and the district courts. They're gonna try and do it at the same time. So we'll have a probate courtroom done to use, unless we get into a big circuit court that has to have 12 jurors. So we should be all right there. Anyway, that's progressing. Still shooting for, I think, end of October, end of November for completion at the courthouse. So that's the big project from the construction wise from the county. Let's see, we've started on a 26 budget conversation at least. We haven't officially had any meetings yet, but coming up here the last half of August, we're meeting with all the department heads, getting their budget ideas for 26, putting that together. We tend to have the budget absolutely finished by November 15th, so everybody knows where they're at, barring any big surprises. We've kind of been stalled out on we applied for $1 million USDA grant for broadband to finish up getting out into the far corners of the county with the broadband, and it hadn't come through. We got notice last week that it's right at the end of the cycle for the grant approval, and they still expect that we're in line to get that shortly. So we're looking forward to that, to be able to finish off the broadband by the end of 2026, I think is the goal, to have all that in. Let's see, what else? Did I tell you last month we had our audit done for 24 at the end of December. And a good result there. Of course, I didn't start my term until January 1st, so anything with me, but we had a ample fund balance, and we've got $4.8 million set aside of opioid money to stretch out, so we can keep this 24-hour sheriff road patrol going for the next 10 or 12 or 15 years. We're committed that money to continue to fund that road patrol out into the future. I know they've been doing hiring on road patrol or for patrol officers and trying to beef up their staff. I haven't got an update on 911, although I had heard they're 80 to 90% staff, but some still in training. I don't know if Scott has gotten any update from there.
It's kind of the same story, the company will, unfortunately.
Yeah. So working on trying to get that stabilized and beefed back up. Last I knew, they had 8 full-time people, but a couple still in training. So progress, at least, I think, at this point. So Maple Lawn is one of the few county-owned healthcare nursing facilities in the state. The county still owns Maple Lawn. financially with the cutbacks in Medicare and Medicaid payments for services rendered. They've been struggling a little bit, but they did get word 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago that they, and I may have mentioned this too, but they had applied for this employer retention funding from COVID. This goes clear back to the COVID days when the rest of us in business were doing the PPP grants and keeping employees employed and that. And there was so much corruption in that program that they stopped all the payments in 2023. But Maple Lawn kept continuing to apply for it, kept pushing for it, and part of it, the deadline to receive it or complete it actually ran out, and the IRS stalled out on it, so they're not gonna get all of it, but they did get a settlement offer of the $3.6 million that they had applied for. They got a settlement offer from the IRS for a $2.8 million infusion of capital that they actually had written off out of their budget that they didn't expect to get anymore. So that's a good bonus for Maple Lawn to recharge their funding and their finances. So that was good news. I think we can talk about now on Beta Road, the county has owned 138 acres since the 70s. When we thought we were going to have a county landfill and never had a purpose for it. And there's 40 acres that's been rented and farmed, and some guys were subletting it for hunting, and we didn't really like the liability of that. So I think we're going to move forward and try to get done by this year and turn it into some kind of a county park. It's going to be a big park, 130 some acres. It's not initially going to be a real, elaborate, lots of trails, but at least have a parking lot area and maybe a picnic table out there somewhere. So we're going to repurpose that land. So let's see. Think of anything else offhand? Anybody got any questions?
Where did you say this?
Beta Road.
Beta.
Yeah, east of
Butcher.
yeah, it's west of
East of Butcher.
East of Butcher, yeah, west of Benke Road. It's east of, let's say it's Gerard, Batavia, east of Batavia.
I've not seen the
Beta.
road, I expect.
Yeah, it's kind of on a hill. It's not, a lot of it's urban farming. There at one point, there must have been a homestead out there years and years ago. You can see a little woodsy patch on the top of the hill. With some old growth trees, so.
It sounds real nice.
Yeah, I think so. If, I don't know if it ever could have tied into the railroad, kind of stopped there somewhere, but all that's been spun back to the original owners and broke back up now, so no rail trail, but but anyway, that's a project we're gonna try and at least kick off this year, and get it established, see where we go from there.
Thank you. Any more public comment? Okay, consent agenda. Nothing to add.
Motion. I make a motion to pass the consent agenda.
Second. Okay, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Okay, new business, Brandon, adopt a water and sewer rates resolution number 25-8-16.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. Along with the municipal financial consultants, staff reviewed the water and sewer cash flows following the finalized SRF bond for the sanitary lift station project. Staff is recommending an inflationary increase of 3% for sewer and 4% for water. Water will likely need to increase 4% next year as well. For a household with a standard 3/4 inch meter, it's an increase of $575 per bill or $288 per month for the ready to serve charge. Increase also applies to the commodity charge, so there would be a 6 cent increase per 1,000 gallons for water and 6-cent per increase for 1,000 gallons in wastewater as well. I also updated the section of the ordinance that covers bulk water rates, tankers that fill up with hydrants, and clarifies the pricing for those fill-ups. Any questions? Comments?
We all know.
I'll make a motion. You're ready for it? Yeah. I'll make a motion, we adopt resolution 25-8-16.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay. The golf cart UTV ordinance discussion, Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. At the previous council meeting, council requested to add this back to the agenda for golf cart and UTVs. And to discuss a couple of the following questions. First was hours of operation. The current ordinance states that golf carts shall not be operated within the city of Bronson during a time period of 1 hour before sunset and 1 hour after sunrise. Looked at the area ordinances again, the Village of Union City, Quincy, Ovid Township, and the Branch County UTV ordinance. They use a half hour after sunrise and a half hour before sunset for their hours of operation. Most of the examples we based our ordinance on had 1 hour before sunset and 1 hour after sunrise. The second question is US 12 crossing points. We've received questions about this, being able to cross at other intersections other than the traffic signals at Madison Street and Lincoln Street, which was done for safety reasons due to high traffic volumes on US 12. As you know, travel on US 12 is prohibited. So those are the two discussion things. If there's changes council would like to make to that ordinance, then it will be brought back to you at a later date.
Okay, Brandon. If I remember right, when we talked about the hours of service, being able to use them, one of the key factors was that we were gonna have it an hour before sunrise so that we didn't have golf carts out amongst the traffic of people bringing them to school. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Hour after. You said hour before, something, hour after, right?
And that way, we weren't gonna have golf carts competing with people going through to the school system, which I think everything that council talked about, even though I did not vote for it, I thought was very legitimate. I did vote for the UTVs, but, because I think they're safer. And that was my whole concern about golf carts, is they're just a haunted fiberglass. But you guys deemed it okay, so, okay, I'll live with that, but, I have no choice. But I truly think we should leave everything the way it is, because I think Steve and our lawyer and Brandon put a lot of effort into it. I think it'd be foolish for us to consider changing anything. My opinion.
Your opinion, Bill.
After reading, thinking, I was considering following Quincy's and Union City's, changing it from an hour to a half hour. I don't think we should change the crossing of US 12. I think we should maintain that they have to cross at the light. I think we open it up to a lot of dangerous, people trying to beat traffic, and we see it, especially with Garage Sale weekend. My goodness, the people that were driving by my house at 50 miles an hour, it's insane.
Or faster.
Or faster. And so, people trying to cross there on an SUV or on a golf cart, or ATV or a golf cart, or whatever it is, I think that's just nuts. So I would be okay with the change to half hour versus 1 hour, but I think we stick with the crossings at the lights.
I think all points are very valid. I mean, you make really strong points. for your opinion, that I can see your point completely. I can see his point, and I know there's other strong points out there. And I'm pretty open to anything personally. We can leave it the same, we can add the half hour, leave it, cross that the lights. I mean, it's not anything we can't change in the future if we wanted to, so.
Sure.
I think it's still new enough that we probably should give it more time to see how many issues they might have.
That's a good job.
That's,
I think that yes.
I think, what do you think, Larry, if we do the half hour instead of an hour and then leave the crossing where it's at?
I still like the idea of having it be an hour after so that, the traffic is calmed down from the school traffic. But
Have we seen much use during school days though? I mean, I think it's most popular in the summer anyhow, overall.
The six lights.
Yeah. That's just from what I've seen driving by my house.
like I said, I gave you my opinion. And you guys, if you deem it necessary, then I think Bill makes a valid point. I don't go out early to change it.
I don't wanna see them at dark, even though they've got great lights, tail lights, headlights, and certain ones, seat belts, but I honestly think we could give that a little bit of half hour.
So, your discussion. Okay, so I think maybe we should, move it to next month, maybe add the half hours. And that'll give us, hopefully Matt will be here to chime in on it too, and we can always vote it down at that time, so.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
I'll bring it back with the half hour.
Or leave the lights with the crossing.
And so I agree that we should try and go into the dark hours, because where do you stop? I mean,
Yeah.
you give them, okay, we're gonna do it 5 to 10 or whatever. You know, you're gonna have people out there thinking, wow, I was at the game and it didn't get over, and, you know, I stopped at so-and-so's house on my way home, and next thing you know, you got golf carts running the streets way after
3
dark.
a.m.
You know, they're like, you guys, such great lighting, but I don't
But
see
again,
it.
they have lights in the front, lights in the back, but still,
I don't wanna see it that way. I wanna see it within a half hour.
Yeah. That's very fantastic.
okay.
Okay. Moving right along, police department, destruction of found property and evidence, Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. The police department is looking for approval for routine destruction of found property and evidence. Due to state law, approval must come no less than 90 days before the items or found property are sent to auction or destroyed. Chief Johnson is here if you have any questions for this. Usually do it every year.
Just say pretty routine, right?
Every year, unless it gets out of hand.
It's amazing how much stuff adds up though.
Yes.
Got it all down here to, on down here to City Barn.
We have it all in hand here.
I used to have a lot of bikes.
Yeah, we've purged those last year, but we've got a lot of other stuff to, a lot of cases have been adjudicated now this past year. No longer have to hold on to, so we can get rid of this, so we don't have to keep it. And we do an inventory audit, that's more things we got. If we can get rid of it, then. I think right now we're about 400 items.
Is that right?
I remember that I can get rid of, I think right now, I think I have to get rid of about 60. So every little bit helps.
I know I helped get the audits in.
That's why you do, that's why we do this every year. Otherwise it'll get out of hand.
So have a motion.
I'd make a motion. Allow them to destroy the found property.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? All right, city staff comments.
I'll go first.
Okay,
School starts next week. Summer's over. Kids are gonna be, walking to school. Thankfully, right now, we still have some daylight until time changes, but Gonna be a lot of activity, start Monday. Everybody kind of pay attention, slow down. We do have a couple of new crossing guards that are be working, starting sometime next week. So we'll, try to get them up and running.
What'd you pick up, Steve?
We've got John Monroe and Sarah Jackson. Both Sarah Jackson, she lives down on Lincoln Street, and John Monroe applied, so
Oh, you did?
he's looking for a retirement gig. So yeah, so we have training on Wednesday, so they'll be ready to go.
Teach kids.
Monday. So, yeah. We did fill those positions, thankfully.
Gary? I think Patrick filled you in on the flow meter at the plant. That's good news. It's, got influent and effluent flow meters. They get calibrated annually. I asked the guy when he was there why our numbers are different on the one readout we used to report. And he said it's probably never been looked at. It's the old original readout from 1983 or whatever the expansion was. So he said, use the newer stuff, which he calibrated, and that dropped to 38%. Serious.
Wow. That's pretty good.
That's very.
36.
Have we started seeing any cutback from the work they're doing on the cemetery?
It's hard to tell because summertime can go either way anyways. It depends on the groundwater level. I think that's low right now too. So, I mean, flows have been 250,000. So
I was hoping,
something's got to flow.
I was hoping with that, then sealing up a lot of those, that it was gonna make a difference.
Yeah. Maybe groundwater's up and that's, I'm just thinking that
It does make a difference.
definitely low flows right now.
About you, Scott? Mentioned well, yes, we've got two of our firefighters that will be going off to college this fall to get their EMT licenses over at KCC in Coldwater, so that's very exciting. And other than that, I have nothing to report.
It's good.
Thank you, sir.
You got it. Such a young, good group up there. They just
Yes, we are.
You know, they're just so energetic out there, you know.
Yep. That's amazing people.
So like, them along.
I hear them say a lot of nice things about you too, Rick. I appreciate the stuff you do for them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been wonderful having her to be part of our team. If you don't know, Rick, we have a program called Fire Corps where community members that want to help the fire department but not be certified to go through the academy to be firefighters can come and work with us. So they do some workals, bring us water, food, take pictures, maybe direct traffic, help load the hose, that type of stuff. And Rick's been with us for a couple of years now, probably a year and a half. So yeah, it's been great. Bill Gilbert also helps us out. And John Boy's gonna circle back around and help us a little bit too. So it's been a wonderful mission.
City manager comments.
Thank you, Mayor Reinhardt. Last week, the city was notified by the MEDC that our application for Economy Garage was selected for funding through the competitive Match on Main grant program. The city submitted two strong applications, Economy Garage and Smitty's Pizza. But under the program rules, the MEDC only awards one project per community. The grant award is $24,552.25 with a required 10% match from the business. The project will include the installation of new overhead garage door, hoist, and lift. These improvements will enhance the customer service, expand service capabilities, and reinforce Economy Garage's role as a dependable long-term fixture in our downtown. So congratulations to them. I want to thank Jerry for his work on the effluent meter. I think we're gonna really see a lot of difference there, and I can't help but wonder how many times we over-reported and we're issued a violation because of that. So between the two projects, or the project and we're hoping that flows are really gonna go down. That's all I have.
Thank you, Brandon. Council comments, Bill?
Just watch out for the kids starting on Monday. Surprising it's gonna happen so quick. Seems like it's summer was just here and now it's gone. Other than that, I just want to thank all the city employees for all they do. I know there's a lot of time and a lot of energy that goes into maintaining and keeping the city look good and keeping the city safe. So thank you all. That's all I have.
Larry?
Also, schools opening and a lot more traffic on the streets, especially you get down by Anderson, either morning or night. Holy smokes, there's a lot of
Chaos. It's chaos for 20 minutes.
Yeah, so, that, also for the WWTP wastewater plant, are we looking for an employee yet, or have we started thinking about an employee yet?
We've had a few discussions. It's not in the budget for this year. Yeah,
I know that's one of the things, that if you don't put it in the budget, we don't get work done. And we need to get work done, so I'm just concerned on that. And great job, Jerry, on the gauges. That's a real step in the right direction. That's, I guess, all I have.
Thank you, Larry. Rick?
Steve, I know you've been through a lot.
They're getting there.
Where you stand in officer part, you want,
Paperwork's been submitted down, goals, we're waiting for approval. Once we get approval, then we can get them started.
you got something to pretty recently get started, just getting through.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the approval, waiting for their review to get done, and then we can get training started.
So that replace one officer.
That'll replace one, we're still looking for another one.
I know you've been trying so hard, but what I understand it's open state.
Everybody's hired. Not enough people.
So, in regards to that, didn't you say that the money that they had for Academy ran out for this year too, right?
Did. We're still waiting for the state to finalize their budget to see how much they're gonna put back in that fund. There's anticipation they'll put money back in there, but they're just not sure how much, but they're at a stalemate right now, so.
So if someone, I had a guy, probably 19 or 20, asked me about it and said that he'd be interested if they paid.
We can't get anybody into an academy until January.
Okay, should they still come apply or just?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
We've talked to several people in town that are very interested, but not one has
Actually,
dropped off any paperwork, that has done any applications. Okay. So I don't know how serious they really are, but yeah, all the academies, they're full. So the next one we can get into in January.
That'll be your quick.
What is this officer, from local area?
He's actually from Otsego. He's actually from outside the area.
I appreciate it. I know how hard it's been for you. You've been trying to get this straightened out. It's just, sounds like I just said, I know, it's just been ahead of everything.
And it's just,
Even Solomon Tuck's got voted, and it's up there, and he starts struggling.
yeah, we're just plugging along, so we're gonna keep working at it until we get spots filled and get stabilized.
At least you got a better facility than you used to have. That'll help recruit too.
Yeah,
Sure appreciate all you do, Steve.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
You know, I've got support of the council, and you guys have been good to us.
Anything you do,
We're just trying to fill positions.
Scott. What else more can you say? You guys are so great over there, you know, and we've had a lot of calls.
We steal somebody?
You guys are really stepped it up, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, good crew over there.
Rick, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciate it every time. More information. That's all I used to hear. Guess that's it. I'd like to, one more thing. we all work at the heat. It's been a rough summer for everybody. It's bad. We've all struggled. And I think one of the ones I want to acknowledge is our mail carriers. You know, I'm serious, walking the streets, rain,
Yeah.
heat, just, you know, I think they should be sometimes be acknowledged. You can see them out and about, appreciate what they do. So I see them out there in the days, it was like heated, that's 100 degrees, and they're out there trotting down in the streets. I guess that's it. That's all I got.
Some of the mail carriers sat home also, right? Oh, but I did start back to work today, so that was good.
Right.
It still gets hot, right? I should work. Yeah, thanks to everybody. There's not much you can add once they thank everybody, but thank you, Brandon, for all the hard work you guys all do in the office, and Patrick and Tricia. And Lori, even though she's not at the meeting. With my whole summer off, I've come up and visited them, probably more than they've cared for, but it's been interesting to learn some of what goes on behind the scenes, because they put up with a lot of interesting situations. Sometimes, yeah, I almost said crap. But, and yeah.
That was pretty.
So, yeah, I really do appreciate what they do. And then I did visit Jerry also, I think, a couple times this summer, and put some, a lot of crap too. Literally away. Thank you, Greg, for showing up too. What were you saying? Yeah. Yeah.
I basically came to the meeting because I wanted to bring, attention to possibly, bringing a medical marijuana dispensary / grow facility, to bring revenue to the community. Where are you from? I live on Main Street.
Oh, you're right here from Brunswick.
I've lived here 20 years.
Okay.
Originally from Sturgis.
And what's your name?
Michael.
Michael?
I was gonna say, we've adjusted a couple times, I don't think we've got the support of the community to entertain it, so.
It's been through council, it's been through planning, it's been back to council. It's bounced back and forth at least 3 times, and
It's public meetings as well.
public meetings, and the general public has very
Shut it down.
really shut it down and said they are not interested in having it. So, as council, we make decisions, but we base a lot of what the community says, because we represent 2,400 people in the community, so.
Other smaller towns, they did petitions, and that's how they got theirs. They went with people that are actually for it, because there's a lot of people that's not there for it. Yeah.
See, we had our meetings, and we just talked about that, Billy.
Yeah.
Actually, it was earlier today. We had our meetings, we put it out there for the public, and we filled this up here, it was so negative. Nothing to do with it, and I think we even got letters opposing to it. Then like Bill said, we sent it over to them, and it got shot down.
If the democratic process is followed, we're not gonna discourage people from trying to do what they want to do. But the community does not show very good support here, so that's just what we got to say about it.
We need to
It's
hear the other side,
as neutral as you can say it.
and the people that, everything's coming here is negative towards it. Yeah. And shot, they're shooting us right down.
I'll be honest with you, I've been using cannabis since I was 12 years old. I died when I was 18 months old. I got a plate in my head, my last brain surgery when I was 6. It's helped me better than any medication that any doctor's ever given me.
And I'm not knocking it at all, not one bit. It just, we tried, we really did. We tried.
Because I think the public meetings that we had, I think for about every person that was for it, we had about 4 people that were against it. The people that were for it just never showed up.
Yeah, that's what we
And
had.
just,
But
it
we,
was all public meeting, anybody
We
come.
had people standing out.
And the people that were for it just, they never came. They never
and that's what that was, we ran
never
into.
showed up to support it. So you had vortex of people that didn't want it, that were here.
I know we have support for it, I can smell it in town.
I smoke it daily.
We're not trying to put you down in any way or shape or form.
I understand that.
We've dealt with this twice, and we keep running the same roadblock. You know, and I'm not totally against it, everybody's kept, wrong ones kept coming in. Once it didn't want it. Fill this room with people who want it, maybe different. And we listen to them.
So petition would be the way to go.
I would entertain that.
Right?
Petition to reconsider or put it on the ballot would be two different things, I would say.
We have a petition. So many names.
Like, I'm not afraid to go to door and get signatures. That's what Constantine.
It give us one more to look at.
Yeah, it'd probably be a more accurate pinpoint decision that way too, but I hate to force people in our doors.
We based our decision on people that showed up here that, you know, and majority of them said, like Steve said, you know, for everyone that wanted it, there were 4 that didn't. And so as council, you know, we're here to serve the community and we listen to what they say.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not arguing about it.
And we really appreciate you bringing it up.
I'm just thinking of, like, you know, the changes in the world have changed a lot, you know. Job opportunities.
We appreciate coming in and bringing it up. We're always entertaining what someone has to say.
And we don't ever want to stand in the way of the democratic process. If you want to do a petition or something, go right ahead.
Do the petition to get it put on the ballot.
Yeah.
That would be the proper way to do it.
Okay.
And then the people will vote
Yeah.
whatever they see.
Okay.
That's a democratic way.
Yeah.
And Brandon, you check with Brandon, coming up. He'll tell you how many people you have to have on the petition to be able to ask for it to be on the ballot.
Okay.
So
I would accept idea.
that'd be the way to, would be that, you just bring in a petition to us.
We'll get the same
It
results.
really it gets conflicting with us because we have all these people come in, and then we get this, but they didn't come in. So if you get enough petition or people on the petition, then they go on the ballot and the people choose.
We'll probably have a good voter turnout too. I think I said all I had to say, so. Need a motion to go into closed session, right?
I'll make a motion. Or closed session.
Second.
All those in favor?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you again.